Chapter 1. How many kinds of principalities there are, and by what means they are acquired. In this chapter, I lay out the divisions among all states that have ever governed men. They are either republics, which I set aside here, having treated them elsewhere, or principalities. Principalities are hereditary, long ruled by one family, or entirely new. New ones may be wholly fresh acquisitions, or joined to an existing realm. They are won by a ruler's own arms and skill, by the arms of others, by fortune's favor, or by personal ability. Some states have long submitted to princely rule. Others have tasted freedom. These differences matter above all, for the manner of acquisition shapes every difficulty of holding power. A wise prince must therefore study how each kind arises before he attempts to seize or keep it, lest fortune or ignorance undo him at the first test. Thus does one begin to master the art of rule. Chapter 2. Concerning hereditary principalities. Here I show why hereditary principalities are far easier to maintain than new ones. A prince born to the throne need only follow the customs of his ancestors and adapt with ordinary prudence to changing times. His subjects have grown accustomed to his bloodline. They expect no sudden upheaval and will not rebel unless some extraordinary force drives them. Even then, a hereditary ruler who loses his state once can recover it with far less effort than a new man who must build everything from nothing. The bonds of habit and memory bind the people more firmly than any law or army. Therefore, I counsel every prince fortunate enough to inherit his realm to guard tradition and avoid needless innovation, for stability flows naturally from what men have always known. Chapter 3. Concerning mixed principalities. In treating new principalities, I warn that they bring endless troubles. Men change masters hoping for better, yet quickly feel the burdens of new troops, new taxes, and new injuries. Those who welcome the change become enemies when their hopes are dashed, while those who opposed it remain hostile. A prudent ruler must therefore reside in the new state, plant colonies, disarm the powerful, and win the weak. He must foresee every possible rebellion and crush it before it grows. Mixed principalities, part old and part new, demand still greater care, for old customs clash with new demands. Yet he who masters these difficulties early binds the state to himself more securely than any hereditary lord who rules by mere habit. Chapter 4. Why the kingdom of Darius, conquered by Alexander, did not rebel against the successors of Alexander at his death. I examine why some conquered realms remain quiet after the conqueror's death, while others rise in revolt. When a state has been governed by one prince and his ministers, with all power flowing from a single center, the death of that prince leaves no rivals. The new master need only replace the head, and the body follows. But when a realm is divided among many barons, each holding his own authority, the conqueror must destroy every noble line or risk endless war. A centralized state yields more readily to a single strong hand. A fragmented one resists because every baron can rally his own followers. Thus the wise prince studies the inner structure of any realm he seizes, for the form of government dictates the force required to hold it. Chapter 5. Concerning the way to govern cities or principalities which lived under their own laws before they were annexed. Cities or provinces long accustomed to their own laws and freedom are the hardest to hold. 3 courses lie open. Ruin them utterly, go live there yourself, or let them keep their laws under a loyal oligarchy that answers to you. The first is safest, for free men never forget liberty and will seize any chance to rebel. The second costs much, but binds them by daily presence. The third is weakest, because such governors will always intrigue. Republics in particular remember their ancient glory and cannot be pacified by half measures. Therefore I advise any prince who acquires such a state either to destroy it completely or to dwell within it, for mercy here breeds only future war.